And so I read the script and really loved it. Really loved it. Really loved the role of Chandler. And Chandler really is a part of me, you know. It's a part of who I am. I grew up a soul surfer. I didn't grow up competing. You know, I grew up on Catalina Island. I surfed waves with two other guys, and there was nobody to watch. And you weren't doing it for other people. You were doing it because you loved it. It was like a dream. I remember I was more euphoric about being cast in that than anything else I'd ever done. And still, it is the most like me of any role I've ever played. So I had dictated my needs to shapers for years and watched them working on boards for me. So I had a lot of not hands-on experience, but a lot of observational experience, and it really helped me. I don't think there's anybody who's more hardcore a surfer, can be more hardcore a surfer than Phil. And when I started to see the character of Turtle, which he didn't really develop until I got over there, because he started walking around Haleiwa and picking up the pidgin English, you know, the Canberra English, you know, and it was amazing watching the transition. It only took him a couple days. He had the pidgin going all day long, 24 hours a day. Once he got it, he just kept it until the film was done. Well, the journey for Matt, I think, was very similar to the journey for Rick in the movie. I mean, behind the scenes, Matt had some surfing experience, and he could also surf, so that was a big plus. But he hadn't been to Hawaii, to my knowledge, and he didn't seem very confident. He didn't seem comfortable at first, and he sort of hung back and observed and sort of scoped out the situation a lot the first week or two that we were there filming, which worked fine for the film, because that was basically what his character was doing. And then as time went by, he got more confident. And it works on several levels, you know. And if you're a surfer, it can work on a whole myriad of levels that all are successful. I mean, it works on the visual level. It's just a beautiful film to watch. Some of the surfing footage is spectacular. It's some of the best I've seen in any film. And it also works on a kind of mythical level. And Chandler is dealing with the same dilemmas that we all do, you know, of the clash between creative artistry and economics. Chandler is just like all the rest of us, you know. He needs Burkhart to ride his board. That'll sell more boards, you know, even though he disapproves of everything Burkhart does and is. One of the interesting things about the movie, though, that I liked, one of my favorite moments in the film for my character, was not just the scene on the beach where I hand Burkhart the board and he says it's an old man's board and gives it back to me, but the end of the movie where I come running up to Rick and I say, "You can do it, you can beat him. He cheated. And I'm like all into the competition, because that also exists in all of us, and even in the least likely guy on the whole beach. Bill Phelps loves surfing and loved the whole milieu, and had such an encouraging, enthusiastic touch with all of us, helping us to shape not just our individual characters, but the dynamic between all of these characters, and to try and create something that was truthful at the same time that it served the plot line.